and welcome to the St. John's Abbey Arboretum. Today we are in the sugar bush, and I'm going to teach you how to tap a tree for syrup season. The first thing we're going to want to do is make sure that we identify that our tree is in fact a sugar maple tree. So some important things to notice in our sugar bush here is that it is spring, winter time period, and there are no leaves on the trees. So we're going to have to learn how to identify our trees by the bark. One really awesome part about sugar maple trees is they have these lichen that grow on them. And since the lichen grow on them, they have this white and black lichen that grows, and it kind of gets this zebra look. So they kind of look like little zebra trees out in the forest here. So once you get and you find a tree that is in fact a sugar maple tree, so we have our white lichen here, and we got some of our black stuff coming in over here, then we need to check and make sure our tree is in fact large enough to tap. So if we look around here, we have a nice wide, good, big tree, and you want it to be about 10 inches in diameter. And so this one is about 10 inches in diameter. And we also have a previous tap hole in this tree, which means that it's been tapped before. So we know that it's old enough and big enough for us to tap it. Now that we know that our tree is in fact old enough and big enough to tap, we are going to start out with the first step, which is drilling a hole in for our spile. So today I'll be using a hand drill. To start, you'll pick a spot and you'll begin by pointing the drill just slightly at an upward angle. Because the sap flows down through the tree, you want it to flow down and into your bucket. Now that I've picked my spot, I'm going to take and turn the drill clockwise to start drilling into the tree. Another important thing to note is that you want to drill about 4 to 5 inches into your tree. On my drill, there's a nice little duct tape line for how far I should drill in. So I'm just going to go until I get to that little drill point there. Now that we've tapped into our tree far enough, we're going to take and pull out our drill. We're going to go just kind of little counterclockwise and just wiggle it out here. Next thing we're going to want to do is make sure that we're safe. We're going to put our little block of wood back on our hand drill just to make sure that nobody steps on it or hurts themselves with it. Now that we've drilled a hole into our tree, we can take and do our next step. We're going to take and put a spile in our hole. Here's the spile we're going to use. An important thing is we're going to take and put our spile in, and then we're going to just gently tap on our spile to put it in. We're going to tap on the flat part here, which is kind of meant for the hammer to hit, and not on this curved part where the sap will flow down, because otherwise we'll ruin our spot. We'll just kind of tap our spile into the tree. Now that we have it far enough into the tree, we're going to take and put our bucket to collect our maple syrup in. So we're going to take, and we have a nice little hole drilled in here. We'll take and we'll put this on our tree, and then we'll take and put a lid on so that we don't have any critters like moss that get into our syrup. Now that I've finished my talk, I hope you enjoyed it. And maybe the next time it's spring around where you live, you can head out and tap a sugar maple tree near you. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed my little speech here, and have a wonderful day.